Ryan Garcia is facing a lawsuit from Logan Paul for defamation. PewDiePie is also being sued by Johnny Somali for reacting to his videos. Lizzo wasn't happy about being mocked on a South Park episode. An update on the P. Diddy story and more on today's episode of Things I See on Twitter. The Logan Paul and Ryan Garcia beef continues. Logan Paul is suing Ryan for defamation. This comes after Ryan Garcia has been publicly shitting on Logan's drink over the last few months, and Logan has finally had enough. He's putting his foot down and he's suing Ryan Garcia. What a fucking surprise. He threatened to sue CoffeeZilla for the CryptoZoo stuff. He's suing Dylan Dennis for posting pictures, and now he's suing Ryan Garcia. What a fucking surprise. Ryan Garcia went on a tirade once again on Twitter, posting text messages that Logan Paul allegedly sent him. Logan saying, "You're a bitch. I'm going to take everything from you, including the food out of your kid's mouth. Go pray to your God. You're going to be sorry like the kids in Gaza." Now, Ryan Garcia also tweeted a bunch more, but those tweets have now been deleted, and these text messages have been confirmed to be fake. Logan did not actually say this, and I don't think this is something Logan would say. He cares too much about his public image and how people perceive him, so Logan would not be saying some shit like this to Ryan, but Logan would then go on Instagram Live calling out Ryan Garcia.
Ryan, bro, the fact that you have resorted to fabricating messages from me is pathetic. You are a pathetic little weasel liar. Just faking a message and post it on Instagram? Where you at now, Ryan?
And Logan will also go on to post these screenshots here between him and Ryan. Fuck you, yours war. Lied about PEDs, lied about Prime, lying about me. It's war, stop it. You will every time. No war, brother, it's an execution. Going against me, we will see. I'm ready for it. I get all my ducks lined up. I've been preparing. You're gonna need a duck army, kid. You have no idea. And even then, you're fucked. So I don't know about these fucking text messages, you know what I'm saying? This shit is not making sense to me. Ducks, we're talking war, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I would say the fake text message isn't really that big of a deal. But before Ryan deleted that post, in the comment section, there were a lot of people who actually believed it, who actually believed that Logan said that. There's actually people out there that believe everything they see on the internet. Now, the lawsuit here has nothing to do with these text messages or anything along those lines. The lawsuit here is about the defamation of Prime. Plaintiff Prime Hydration brings this action against Ryan Garcia and alleges as follows. Prime is a beloved world-renowned brand that develops hydration drinks, energy drinks, and hydration sticks. Prime seeks to fill a void in the market where great taste meets function. Customers love Primes. What the fuck? Is this an advertisement or some shit? What the fuck am I reading, bro? This sounds like an advertisement for Prime. He's sitting there thinking, yeah, we need to sue this guy because he's making fun of our drink and also just advertise the drink as well. What is going on, bro? That motherfucker, he's a walking advertisement, man. And look, man, the guy is making literally billions off this drink, so fair play, man. Do what you gotta do. Advertise the drink in legal paperwork if you have to, man. Customers love Prime's bold, thirst-quenching flavors because they refresh, replenish, and refuel. Prime is one of our fastest growing beverage brands in the history, generating over $1.2 billion in revenue in 2023 alone. I can't stop laughing, man. This is a fucking advertisement. Ryan Garcia is on Information and Belief and American Professional Boxer. He has over 20 million followers across his social media channels. Garcia has a history of stirring up controversy to promote his fights and personal brand, including by attacking other high-profile individuals and brands. Although Garcia at one time was on good terms with Prime, as Prime grew, he decided to embark on a campaign of spreading lies about Prime, its hydration drink, and one of Prime's owners, Logan Paul. And Logan would also go out to tweet. So wait, Ryan Garcia, influencer boxer who lies about everything, who thinks the earth is flat, who's an alleged pedophile, who weaponizes Christianity, tested positive twice for banned substance. No way. I don't get how this motherfucker has the audacity to say shit like that. But Logan wouldn't stop there because he'd keep going. He'd keep going with the advertising / defending his drink. I've had to spend the last couple months dismantling ridiculous claims about Prime, and it's become obvious Prime is under attack. But why? Not because Logan's a piece of shit. No one likes Logan. We are a threat. Prime is the most disruptive beverage in history, and our competitors feel the pressure. It's likely we've been targeted as a victim of a smear campaign. Clout chasers know they can use Prime's goodwill for attention and views. People don't like me or KSI, that's fine. But if you don't like Prime, don't drink it. No need to lie about the facts in an attempt to stay relevant. And here are the... shut, bro. Listen to this. This motherfucker actually does not stop advertising this fucking shitty drink, man. And I guess Logan Paul was still upset at Ryan Garcia. He still was upset. He went to make his stupid little reaction video.
Do not go drink Prime. There's horrible chemicals. Prime tastes like straight... All right, let's talk about it. Prime Hydration, a better-for-you beverage company that I co-founded, has sued influencer boxer Ryan Garcia for defamation.
So this is what I find funny, man. This is what I find find really funny. How is Logan Paul got the audacity to call someone else an influencer boxer? And that someone else is Ryan Garcia, an actual high-level professional boxer who's been boxing his whole life. The math ain't mathin'. If Ryan Garcia is an influencer boxer, what the fuck is Logan? Bro, this motherfucker had how many boxing fights? Lost every single time. And then he started fake fighting. He realized he was shit at boxing. He couldn't win a fight. And then he started fake fighting, bro. He literally does WWE. He fake fights, man. He has fake staged setup fights. And he's calling Ryan Garcia an influencer boxer. I don't know, man. It just don't sit right with me. Maybe it's because I'm biased because my hatred for Logan Paul is immensely high, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker boils my blood. I really don't like that guy, you know what I'm saying? But obviously I know that he's just saying it just to fucking piss Ryan off and shit, you know what I'm saying?
For defamation. The dude's been going nuts on social media, claiming the drink is killing you, has cyanide in it, has poison in it, all untrue stuff, obviously. It's a hydration beverage. It's the best hydration beverage on the market, besides water, obviously, but the 20-page lawsuit is right here. You should check it out, but the kid needs to be held accountable. Now, this is really just sad because Ryan and I used to be friends, and when he kind of started going crazy, I reached out to him, but I think he changed his number, so I reached out to his lawyer and urged him to help Ryan get help before he goes into his next fight. So he ends up fighting Devin Haney, and he beats the brakes off him, only to find out that he tested positive for a banned substance, a performance-enhancing drug called Ostarine, twice. But after the fight, he was making it seem like the whole
So again, about the drug testing issue, he actually ended up failing the second test as well. So the A test and the B test, they take the same sample and test it twice, and he failed that, but his hair sample came back negative. This whole issue around the drug test is a bit fishy, and right now we can't still for sure say that was intentional or unintentional, or if it's even, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing is real or not. We still don't even know that. But obviously Logan's going to use the angle of you cheated in your fight intentionally, purposely, you took drugs to try and win.
He was making it seem like the whole going crazy thing was just like promotion for the fight, like it was just a joke the whole time.
We have it pre-recorded months ago. I said, I'm about to make sure everybody thinks I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
The only thing is, he was saying some crazy shit.
I don't give a f. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
I've been in Hollywood. I've seen it.
They held me down and they made me watch little kids go.
We have all the proof.
You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do.
Bro, you got horrific stories of kids being tortured, talking about you have proof of child trafficking rings, all to promote a fight. I don't know about fighting. I'm only 15, but that seems a little crazy. And honestly, maybe we should have seen the PEDs coming.
Imagine a boxing league where you could do steroids.
Oh, by the way, Ryan, have you saved the kids yet? Or done anything for them? Or donated the $20 million to Gaza like you said you were going to do after you won? And this tactic of like...
Again, man, how is Logan gonna talk about have you saved the kids yet? Have you donated the 20 million you said you were gonna donate? How is Logan gonna utter those words out of his mouth? Logan still has not paid back the CryptoZoo victims. That was like 2 fucking years ago, 3. I don't even know how long it's been, bruh. I'm getting grey hairs. That's how long it's taken Logan to fucking pay back the CryptoZoo victims that he scammed, that were his own fans and supporters out of millions of dollars, and he still hasn't fucking paid them. And then when he got exposed for it, he threatened to sue the guy that exposed him. The math ain't mathing. He's grasping at straws with that one. He's grasping at straws. How are you gonna scam your own fucking fans for millions and be like, oh, Ryan, have you donated the money to charity like you said you were gonna do? Oh, Logan, have you paid back the CryptoZoo victims that you scammed like you said you were gonna do? This motherfucker, man. Talk about being a hypocrite. I've never seen someone who's so just like actually retarded. I don't think this motherfucker thinks before he speaks. If I was Logan, I would not be saying some shit like that when I know that I scammed my fans, promised I would pay them back, and didn't pay them back. I think this motherfucker's just conveniently erasing memories. He just conveniently pushes the whole CryptoZoo thing to the back of his fucking mind so he never has to think about it ever again. Bro, this one, I'm actually speechless. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Or donated the $20 million to Gaza like you said you were going to do after you won. And this tactic of like faking these text messages like they're coming from me while you're mocking your own religion and using the deaths of children in Gaza to make me look bad is disgusting. He also lied about me threatening his daughter. This is a real series of tweets. I don't even know what to say. What? This one's crazy. He called me a in the caption of his Instagram. Meanwhile, this dude was caught DMing a 15-year-old when he was 19.
I posted a picture. He said, my heart is broken in a million pieces. And he texted me back. So I'll spend an entirety putting them back together. That's what when I was like 15, 16.
Ryan Garcia, you are a freak. This is why we're suing you.
What if he didn't know her age? Possibly, you know what I'm saying? Now, if he did, that's a bit mad. That is mad. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses for that. But sometimes you don't always know the person's age, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't exactly tell tell. He might not have known there's a lot of ifs and buts there. And then the threatening shit as well, there's really no excuse for that. And especially when you're someone like Ryan Garcia, when there's just going to be millions of people that believe you no matter what you say. To some extent, it's like, if it's fake, if it's not real, if it didn't happen, who gives a shit? But at the end of the day, when you are someone of Ryan's size with that influence, so I do get where Logan's coming from here. I do. It does make sense to me.
The craziest part about all this is that it started because I was making fun of him because he thinks the earth is flat.
Hold up, you think the earth is flat? I think it's flat, but it has a dome over it.
Shut the front door! Master Ryan Garcia needs to be stopped. He's evil, he's delusional. God bless you, Ryan.
So yeah, look, the only thing I can sort of like get is just when you have someone like Ryan Garcia making fake claims, a lot of people are going to believe him. That's the only thing. But I still think Logan's a pussy for just resorting to lawsuits like a bitch, bro. He's a bitch, man. But speaking of lawsuits, PewDiePie is being sued by Johnny Somali for reacting to his video. In PewDiePie's recent YouTube video, he was reacting to Johnny Somali calling out streamers that are going to Japan to ruin it for views. And Johnny Somali is now threatening him with a lawsuit.
The last guy everyone's talked about this. Oh, I'll just blur him and not talk about him, but it's still worth seeing the footage because he's such a idiot. All you need to know is he's a kick streamer. I should tell you everything there is.
Everything you need to know.
I watch his channel and he barely has like any views now.
But there we have PewDiePie going in on these Japanese streamers, and this is a near and dear topic to PewDiePie's heart because he lives in Japan. He moved to Japan, so it makes sense as to why this hurts him so much, why he holds this topic so close to his heart. But Johnny Somali wasn't happy. He reacted to this and threatened PewDiePie with a lawsuit.
And there's PewDiePie. Felix, don't get me started on this motherfucker, the so-called king of YouTube. You have millions of followers, a massive platform, but let's not forget the numerous anti-Semitic comments you've made. You've lost sponsorship deals and contracts because of this. I posted the articles. Or the time you dropped the hard or N-word while playing PUBG. Let's not ignore the fact that the Christchurch mosque shooter killed hundreds of Muslims in a New Zealand mosque and said, subscribe to PewDiePie while killing people on live stream. And let me talk about something else, Felix. While you and your buddy Hassan are sitting in your mansions reacting to the contents, how about you acknowledge who's actually doing the real work? I'm on the ground risking my life for content. I'm the content. You're just sitting in your house reacting to my videos and what I'm doing out here. Let me make this clear. The biggest streamers in the world, Aiden Ross, I Show Speed, these, as well as the owner of Kick and Steak, Eddie Craven, are behind me. These are all my fans, brothers, and supporters financially. They know where the real action is. It's not behind the desk, it's out here in the trenches.
This has to be the stupidest response I've ever seen in my life. This guy is bringing up the most pointless, nonsensical, random things. He brings up the Christchurch shooter in New Zealand a few years ago who shot up a church or a mosque and said, subscribe to PewDiePie. How the fuck is PewDiePie responsible for someone else's actions? If I went and shot up a shopping center with a fucking AK-47 and just started mowing cunts down and said, subscribe to Mr. Beast, that has nothing to do with Mr. Beast. I'm just fucked in the head. But why am I even having to explain this right now? You know what I'm saying? I think the guy's genuinely like brainwashed himself into thinking that he's doing good things and making good content, calling it patriotism to go and act like a fucking idiot. Either he's genuinely just brainwashed himself and convinced himself, or obviously he's just trying to do whatever he can to defend himself right now against PewDiePie. There's no way this guy's actually going to even think about suing him. But this response was just the stupidest thing I've ever seen, bringing up completely pointless and nonsensical comments, talking about the fact that PewDiePie made anti-Semitic comments. But at the end of the day, like, he's just making jokes. There's a difference between making a joke while you're sitting here in a chair and just talking shit and going out and actually harassing people. He went to a different country to stream it with the intent of harassing people there. And the most embarrassing part is his video's got 4,900 views. He's trying so hard to get all this attention and publicity and act like a fucking idiot. But bro's struggling, man. Imagine embarrassing yourself that much to get 2,000 views, bro. But on to the next story. Lizzo was being mocked in a recent episode of South Park.
Feeling so ashamed of myself, watching Randy go out and exercise all the time and not eating as much. But I just don't have the same kind of willpower he has. Which of the drugs are you on, Sharon? Ozempic, Manjaro? Oh no, I talked to my doctor. He said insurance would only pay for those if I had diabetes. But if you can't afford them, then how are you managing your weight? Don't you know, Sheila? Now there's a whole new obesity drug for those of us who can't afford Ozempic and Mounjaro. I controlled all my cravings to be thinner with Lizzo.
It's Lizzo. FDA-approved Lizzo makes you feel good about your weight, and it costs 90% less than Ozempic.
I've lowered my standards and my expectations.
It's Lizzo. In case studies, 70% of patients on Lizzo no longer cared how much they weighed.
I don't give two shits.
Lizzo helps you eat everything you want and keep physical activity to a minimum. Some patients report constipation while listening to Lizzo. Stop listening to Lizzo if you experience suicidal thoughts. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis.
Cut the fucking album!
Out your ear. Are you living with concerns of obesity?
Ask about the power of not giving a fuck with Lizzo.
That's crazy.
W in the chat, man. W South Park, you know what I'm saying? Now, to be honest, I know those motherfuckers at South Park, the creators, whoever's in charge. I know they don't give a fuck. But I'm honestly surprised that they went out and just straight flamed the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Straight cook. Like, I didn't expect to see them call out Lizzo, got the album saying all this shit. I didn't expect that. In a world of softness, where everyone's a fucking snowflake, it's good to see shit like this. We gotta keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep calling these fat bitches out for being fat bitches. But Lizzo wasn't happy. She made a 2-minute response.
I just feel like, damn, I'm really that bitch. I'm really that bitch. I really showed the world how to love yourself and not give a fuck, to the point where these men in Colorado know who the fuck I am and put it on their cartoon that's been around for 25 years. I'm really that bitch, and I'll show y'all how to not give a fuck, and I'm gonna keep on showing you how to not give a fuck. Oh, Lizzo, bitch.
This is what I'm saying. Some people don't live in reality. They live in a fucking fantasy land in their head. They're being mocked for being fat as fuck, for being morbidly obese. And the only thing you can take away from that is, I'm really that bitch. That's all you can take away. Yeah, man, I'm really that bitch. I'm the bad bitch. And what really does not make sense to me, what blows my mind even more, is how the fuck does being 800 pounds have anything to do with loving yourself and body positivity? If you actually loved yourself, you would not be 800 pounds. If you loved yourself, you would think, fuck, I'm gonna go out on a run. I'm gonna work out. That's what you would do. You wouldn't sit here and think, let me eat 43 fucking cheeseburgers and get to 800 pounds. You wouldn't be thinking, no, that's not loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's not body positivity. How have we got the definitions so confused? And I guarantee the only people that follow Lizzo are fat fuck. You know what I'm saying? There is no way on earth that this is good. That just can't be good for you. It can't feel good to walk around like that. It just can't feel good. It can't be good to wake up out of bed and be out of breath. Moving on to the next story, Nicki Minaj has been arrested in Amsterdam for marijuana. So she was flying into Amsterdam with marijuana. Now, to be honest, it don't make sense to me, because I thought weed is legal there. You can smoke, but I guess maybe flying in with it isn't. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a scientist, you know what I'm saying? But have people not learnt? What about Brittany Griner, or whatever the fuck the bitch's name was, who's sitting in jail because she was trying to fucking fly with weed? Have people not learnt? Don't be flying with drugs, man. Is that fucking rocket science? Is that right? Like, does that not compute in your fucking head? Don't fly with drugs. You're Nicki Minaj. I'm sure once you land in Amsterdam, you can find someone to get you some fucking weed. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Amsterdam. If you're not supposed to be flying with drugs, don't be flying with drugs. It blows my fucking mind. How have people not learned? So every other update on the P. Diddy story, in the last video we spoke about P. Diddy beating his ex-girlfriend. In the video that was leaked, P. Diddy had responded.
It's difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Stop the cap. This is the most stereotypical apology video from celebrities / YouTubers. You gotta put the long pauses in there. Don't look at the camera. And then the classic. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I don't expect for you to forgive me, but I'm sorry. Classic, man. That's the most classic line. There's no excuses, but there's always that one there. You have the long pauses, looking around, the sigh. You gotta look up, to stop the tears, obviously, from fucking dropping because you're that upset. But what's even more crazy is that he's not being charged. LA police say Diddy will not be charged for the leaked 2016 hotel footage, with this statement being released. We are aware of the video that has been circulating online allegedly depicting Sean Combs assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. If the conduct depicted occurred in 2016, unfortunately, we would be unable to charge as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime assault can be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs, but we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or reach out to our office for support from our Bureau of Victim Services. Now, this is bullshit. How the fuck? Oh no, it's a bit old, so we can't fucking... This makes no sense. This literally... So you're telling me you can fucking murder someone, but if they catch you a bit too late? Fuck, man, it happened. If we were 5 years earlier, yeah, you would have been arrested, but now, shit, man, don't really matter. Like Kanye said, he's a federal informant. He's a snitch. Nothing will happen to him. P. Diddy is being protected. If it was anyone else, they'll be in fucking jail. But this is bullshit, man. This is literal bullshit and nonsense, bro. How are you gonna say you can't charge the guy when he paid the hotel money to not release the footage? So not only did he bribe the hotel, the video is being leaked. You're not gonna fucking do anything. Let's do an investigation on this because there's gotta be more victims. You're not even gonna do that. That's been the video. Subscribe if you like to watch the other ones on the screen and fuck off.